Well, along those lines, what percentage of the times it seems like they're using their fullback this year?
I don't know a percentage, but he's touched the ball more than probably in the past, and he's a good player, and you can tell he's a heady player. So I don't have a percentage for you, but he's definitely a big part of the game plan.
How do you see the matchup between your offensive line and K-State's defensive line?
We'll find out. I wasn't very pleased with the way we played last week consistently, and they look like they're much improved from last year. So it's going to be a big challenge. They like to do a lot of stuff with that four-man front and kind of come at you and pass rush and try to stop your run with that. And so our guys got to step up.
Coach, hypothetically speaking, with the injury like you described the other day with the shoulder area injury for your quarterback, what would a quarterback have to do to show you that he was ready to go or when he's ready to go?
That one, just get on the bus Saturday from the hotel to the stadium. So that's kind of where we're at.
Do you expect him to get on the bus to go to the hotel?
I don't know. We're not there yet. So we'll see. But he's that talented. And, if he can throw and we can keep him out of harm's way and he's able to play, he'll play. I'm not sure if he will or not, but if he can at all and be safe, then we'll play him.
So you're saying there's still a chance for that on Saturday?
There is a chance. There is a chance. I don't know what percentage it is, but if he can get on that bus and we feel good about him suiting up, then he'll be out there.
What did he do today?
Not too much. Not too much. A lot of mental preparation.
Is the biggest challenge against a team like K-State cutting back on just mental mistakes kind of you guys have had through the last week or two?
Yeah, that's it. They thrive off those turnovers and getting you in second and long, third and long situations. In the first 2 years we played them, we were really bad at that, played right into their hands. And last year we got a little bit better at it. We're in front of the chains and didn't turn the ball over. And that's the key. So I think our guys understand when you play this team, if you squander possessions, you won't have many offensively. And defensively, you got to man up. It's going to be a man's game.
It seems like a lot of your touchdown passes this year and big plays in the passing game have come off a play action or at least run fakes. Is that been the case more so this year?
It definitely has. We did some things in the offseason to adjust some of our run-pass options, and our quarterbacks have really done a nice job of recognizing coverage and getting us into some of those. So they've seen some things at the line on called run plays and tagged some certain calls that have really been effective.
What made you want to incorporate that more?
I think just seeing some of the success around the league, that some of those, just watching film from some of the offenses that I learned from every year, there were some really big plays just tagged off run game and one in protection, one in drop back, and so we really emphasized that this spring, and so far it's worked for us.
Coach, do you sense the defense gaining some confidence given what they did against Kansas against the run and maybe against even Stephen F. Austin's against the run, even though they may have not been just big studs, but just confidence in playing well and playing consistent?
Yeah, I hope so. In today's college football, if you hold anybody under 20 points, you're doing a heck of a job. And so that was a nice step in that direction. We still like to create a few more turnovers, but I thought up front those guys handled themselves well.
And that is really a key for Saturday, isn't it? The upfront play of trying to stop their run and getting the ball on third down, making it into a first down.
That's it. It's going to be, in the trenches, both sides of the ball with this group. They're very good on their offensive line, very good on their defensive line, and so we'll have our work cut out for us.
What frustrations that you've had in the past couple games have you seen them improve in practice so far this week?
Yeah, I think the penalties, we really had a heart-to-heart about that as an offense. Defensively, we've done a good job of avoiding those, but when you have 20, I think, in 2 games, that's insane. And that's just on me. It's a lack of discipline and just being sloppy. So we really have focused on tightening things up, and I hope that shows up Saturday.
What can you do and you said the other night that the ineligible downfield wasn't really on Tony. It looked like watching afterward, it looks like that was screens that were set up that weren't there. What would you like Pat to do in that situation?
Yeah, you kind of take the good with the bad, because some of those he's pulling, trying to create, and he probably held it a little bit too long, but he's made a bunch of plays doing that. And so we'll live with some of those, but a couple of them we got to avoid. So there's a fine line. I can't say it's 100% on anybody. We kind of live and die by that on a few plays, but It's been an emphasis this year, obviously by the referees, and we got to adjust to it.
What's a heart-to-heart experience like with you, Coach?
It's pretty deep.
Is it-
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
It involves some physical activity too.
Possibly.
If you got to go with Schimmelnecker, excuse me, what do you like about his game?
Everything. The number one thing is just the fearlessness. You know, he was out there laughing and joking from his first pass on. Everything I see him do in practice, it translated straight to the game. His reads, the velocity he throws with, he stepped into his throws. You don't always see that when the lights come on. Sometimes it's too big, sometimes they're nervous, sometimes they pull back. He cut it loose, and that's what I was most impressed by.